And the Republican appropriators want to defund or dramatically limit the ability of the CFTC to be able to be the cop on the beat in order to make sure that the speculators, the Wall Street speculators, cannot drive up the price of oil just with wild speculation. Explain that a little bit more.
The CFTC is the only cop on the beat in the commodity markets, period. Without them there's nobody policing Wall Street.
So the price could go up as much as 25%.
Wall Street can do anything it wants, basically in unregulated, non-transparent markets. And we all know where that got us in 2008. And the whole point of passing a reform law was make sure the cops were back on the street. We gave them all sorts of responsibilities. I want to say the CFTC has done an outstanding job in passing as many rules as possible while their budgets are being cut, and they've quadrupled the responsibility they've been given. Yet they still haven't been able to get where they need to go, and the reason for that is they don't have the money for technology or for people. And I might even add, if I may for a moment, Congressman Markey, in this morning's FT on the front page of the Financial Times, the Saudi oil minister was asked if it could ease prices by exporting more oil. He said, and I'm quoting, "Customers were not asking for additional crude. Quote, we are ready and willing to put more oil on the market, but you need a buyer," close quote. And what that tells you, and I don't know who else has been here, I've been to Saudi Arabia. I've been to the Saudi Arabian oil fields. I've been to the Persian Gulf. I've been to the oil rigs in the Persian Gulf and other Middle Eastern countries. And I can tell you they're more than happy to send more oil our way at the prices that you'd like to pay. But the point of the oil minister of Saudi Arabia is don't look in the ground for what's happening to oil prices today. Don't look at the pump. Look at Wall Street. It's speculation running these prices up.
So you would fully fund the CFTC so they could crack down?
Well, I'd even fund them more than it was proposed, but
okay,
absolutely they need to be fully funded. If you want to stand on the side of the American consumer and cut prices now, fund the CFTC.
Okay. Mr. Holt, would you fully fund the CFTC? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Mr. Pugliarese, would you fully fund the CFTC? No. Mr. Scott-Frosch, would you fully fund the CFTC?
I would have to look at its budget and see what.
All right, let's keep going down. Would you ensure that all the regulations that have been put on the books against speculation and against the market manipulation are put on the books by the CFTC? Mr. Kelleher?
Yes.
Mr. Holt, would you put them on? You would not. Fine. Mr. Pugliarese, would you put all those anti-speculation, anti-manipulation rules on the books? Yes or no?
No.
No, fine. Mr. Scott-Frosch, would you put them on the books?
Speculation has a useful purpose, and I would not.
No, this is the Wall Street speculation. It's not the oil industry. It's not the airline industry, not the trucking industry. It's all speculators now. It's now up to 2/3 of speculators. Would you make sure that we have the rules on the books to crack down on the position limits, et cetera? Yes or no?
No, because speculating serves
and so
a useful
here's what we have
purpose.
as a debate. This is fascinating, okay? First of all, the three of you, take the oil company position, not to keep oil here in the United States that is coming down from Canada, not to keep oil from the United States or natural gas from the United States in the United States to keep the price low, and you're also opposing spending the money at the CFTC to have a cop on the beat to make sure that Wall Street speculators cannot police what is obvious from Mr. Kelleher's testimony is a complete switch from only 11% speculation to 66% speculation over the last 10 years. So how do you expect to keep the price low if you're taking an attitude that it's just you're going to trust OPEC and trust the oil industry to keep that supply high and the price low for American consumers, manufacturers, farmers here in the United States? Drill here, keep it here. Drill here, keep it here, and put the cop on the beat to make sure the oil industry and OPEC don't play games with it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Time the gentleman has.